Oh, hi. Thank you so much for making it. Recently, I've been shopping for a brand new car, but I don't want that old school car experience. I'm looking for the new car experience, okay? I'm shopping for an electric vehicle. So if you're anything like me, the first thing that you would notice when you're trying to purchase an electric vehicle is that your options are pretty bad. The problem with electric vehicles is that there's not that many options at the moment. And I mean, I get it, beggars can be choosers. And when I brought this up to my friend, who's a big muscle guy, like he loves muscle cars, he suggested that maybe I should get that brand new Mustang EV. And now, don't get me wrong, I kind of like that idea because when you hear the word Mustang, man, you think, yeah, man, that car's sexy. Yeah, that guy in that Mustang, he gets laid. Okay, I like to own a car that makes me feel like I got a big schlong. I like that the Mustang is like known for being loud. It has masculine energy. And I like that idea for me. I like the idea that I still get to feel like a man. And it's electric, so like, I get to have the best of both worlds. Did you know that electric vehicles don't need an oil change? Not enough people know that. Spread that information. Because you heard me correctly, okay? Electric vehicles don't need an oil change. So for me, owning an electric vehicle has nothing to do with me being more environmentally friendly. I'm just happy that I got a car that can go from point A to point B with half of the maintenance that the old car used to bring. And then another huge perk that not enough people talk about that owning an electric vehicle is that you never, ever have to go to a crowded gas station ever again, having to hear some crackhead tell you that he ran out of money and he needs money for gas, aka crack. So yeah, this man right here hates the gas station, and I hate getting oil changes. I get excited about just the idea of never having to waste another one of my weekends waiting for my car to get its oil changed. What am I gonna do with all that free time? Who knows, maybe start a business? So it sounded like a great idea, and I started Googling the specs for this EV Mustang, and honestly, this is when the story kind of goes downhill because like, I just wasn't impressed because what is this? This is a Mustang? This isn't a Mustang. This is a Mustang. This is also a Mustang. This is a Mazda 3 with a hunchback. When I used to live in New York, I went car shopping one time, and I saw a Mazda 3, and I kind of liked that it was only $3, and it has a groundbreaking 500 miles per gallon. So when I went ahead to pay for the car salesman had to stop me and say, "This car's for girls." Huh. Crisis averted. Thank you, car salesman. So, what is this? Is this a Mustang designed for girls? Why would anybody buy this? This is not a Mustang. It doesn't even look like a Mustang. And the more you keep thinking about it, how can you even have an electric Mustang? How's that possible? For those of you that have no clue, for those of you that aren't aware, the whole thing about electric cars is that they don't have an engine. They just have a battery. And I could have sworn that the whole thing behind a Mustang is the engine. Like literally, I used to have a neighbor that used to have to go to work at 5 in the morning, and he had a pretty red Mustang. And the only reason I know it was 5 in the morning is because everybody on the block got to wake up at 5 in the morning. So I don't know, Ford, you guys are losing the plot with this one. What's the point of this? I'm having such a hard time even understanding how this even happened. Like, how did this even get approved inside of a boardroom? Like, y'all sat around a boardroom and said, "All right, guys, the Mazda 3 is killing it in sales. We have nothing to compare to it. But what if we called it a Mustang EV?" Genius. Genius. Give him a promotion. So according to this chart that I googled, in 2022 they sold around 40,000 of these Mazda 3s, and this year so far in 2023 they're at 8,000. 8,000 idiots were like, "Yeah, I want a Mustang, but make it electric though, and make sure it doesn't look like a Mustang. Actually, make sure it looks like a Mazda 3, which according to that New York car salesman is a car made for women." So maybe that's what's going on. Maybe they specifically made this to sell Mustangs to women. I know, conspiracy hat theory self, but listen, I don't think I'm wrong. I got the Carfax, right here, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so I went on everybody's favorite website called google.com because most people don't do this anymore, but I still do, okay? So I was all like, Google on the wall. Tell me how many women bought a Mustang EV overall. There's this group called the Mustang Mamas, crushing car stereotypes in their muscle cars. That's empowerment. Which claims that 1 in every 5 Mustang buyers is a woman, crushing that stereotype that only men buy cars. And get this, when they asked these Mustang Mamas, why don't you drive a Chevy Camaro? They said, what, are you trying to insult me? Get it? Because they love their Mustangs. They're the Mustang Mamas. Okay, this is an article that was left on a website called freak.com. Some random website that I found by using Google. It was literally the first thing that popped up. It's a must read. So they showcase these women in their Mustangs. And honestly, they blow me out the water. A shift in attitude in 2017. Carrie Kidder of Covington, Washington, founded Mustang Mamas on Facebook so women could connect, swap notes, and share stories about their cars. It has grown to include more than 2,100 women in the US and worldwide, including Australia. From teenagers to those past 80, she said. All states, including Hawaii and Alaska, are represented. Kidder began her love of Mustangs at the age of 5, when she rode in the back seat of her mom's car with a white vinyl interior and white vinyl top. Later, she would purchase a 2008 and 2019 Mustang Bullet Edition associated with Steve McQueen action film that came out in 1968. But Kidder, 55, never learned how to work on cars growing up. When she asked men in Mustang clubs whether she could watch and hand them tools and learn, crickets. Total silence, Kidder said. I heard stories after stories about women not being able to ask questions or being mocked or shamed, she said. I felt like women weren't being respected. We're here to support each other. It's been a long time, male-driven hobby, but that's changing. Look mean. Brannon, 56, a county executive director for the U.S. Department of Agriculture Farm Service Agency in Tennessee, said her husband has a 1965 Mustang, her son has a 1993 Mustang Fox body, and she has a 1978 Cobra II. We go to ponies in the Smokies. A gathering in Gatlinburg in March, Brannon said there was like 3,000 Mustangs up there. From the old cars like ours to the brand new ones that just rolled off the lot, she said. She said they look just mean, just awesome. Like a pit bull fixing to attack. Sexy and beautiful, Janice McComb, 62, an office manager from Breverton, Oregon, just outside of Portland, worked for Chrysler for 17 years and Volkswagen for 18 years, yet she's a Mustang girl. So as you can see, those were some legit Mustang owners. Those weren't some hanky-panky trying to make us convince something that's not real, okay? The Mustang EV was not designed to sell to women specifically. That's just a weird conspiracy that I came up with. Because it's not the Mustang Mamas buying these Mustang EVs. The Mustang Mamas are buying the real Mustangs. So who on earth is buying the Mustang EVs? If it's not the Mustang enthusiasts, if it's not the women, who could it be? And I got my answer, okay? I got it right here in these documentations. It's the feminists. It is. Matter of fact, I think this whole electric vehicle movement is a way to sell women cars because it was voted the Woman Car of the Year. I rest my case, Your Honor. They're selling this abomination to women because this right here is a Mazda 3 with a hunchback. And according to the New York car salesman, it's a car made to sell to women. And he wasn't wrong. Thank you for making it to the end of this YouTube video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a big ol' like. I got more content on this YouTube channel that you should definitely check out. I've been making YouTube videos for like 7 years now. So there's like so much lore for you to explore. I got a whole series on here about how you can get motivated by following some other artistic person's footsteps. I got other material just like this that is like stand-up-ishy, where I give you a personal opinion and maybe you have a difference of opinion, and then you know, it's all fun banter, it's all comedy. And also I got some pop punk songs on here that are hilarious that you should definitely check out. And if there's one thing that I would like for you to take out of this YouTube video, is that don't take life too seriously. We're all gonna die one day, so have fun. Make it